Hi, my lovely people. We again, Regina and myself, today we are continuing with our video. We want to talk about the cultural differences that we have from Cameroon and Uganda, and to also try to educate women out there, especially women out there, because women are marginalized, women are oppressed, women are discriminated in so many aspects, and those aspects we would like to talk about it today. Hey gracious, welcome back to my YouTube channel and FORMIGREF, Friends for Migrants and Refugees. On this channel we talk about issues related to migration, migrant stories, migrant experiences, gender-based violence, and other trending issues like what we are talking today that could be of wonderful help to you. So if you are visiting for your very first time, just stay tuned and follow us up, and don't forget to hit the notification button so whenever anything new is uploaded, you'll be the very first to be notified. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Stay tuned, we are going to be right back. So as I earlier said, today I have my friend, my colleague that we study together, and she's also a social worker, and we want to talk about cultural differences from Cameroon and Uganda. And we will not want to talk about what culture actually is, because all of us, we can define what culture is. But we want to bring this aspect out there, especially to our African folks, to know that culture is not static. Culture changes. So gone are those days that we from the African context, we think that culture is something that will not change. If you, a parent, you are listening to us, and it happens that you made your will and set in your will that it's only John who is going to be the owner of all your property, I think it is time now for you to change that will. John can be your successor, nobody disputes that. John can be the heir of the house, nobody disputes that. But when it comes to what you have left behind, your legacy, it should be for all your children. There's nothing like your property should go to John alone. Your girl child should benefit from what you've left behind. Your boy child should equally benefit on what you've left behind. Now, I ask myself, we come from Africa where some of us, or some of your children, they got married and they were divorced, and they don't also have maybe a place to call a home, and they have to come back to the family compound. Coming back to the family compound and everything has been sold out. Where do you expect your girl child is going to come and live? Protect your girl child as well as you are protecting your boy child. Your boy child should go out and know that if he is inheriting the property of the father, he should also look for his own, that his own children will have tomorrow. And what he is controlling as a father's property is not for him alone. If there is an income that comes in from the father's property, let's say 1 million a month, he has to share the money between himself and all his brothers and sisters. That money is not his money. That house is not his house. That house is a family property. And that is what we are saying here today. In the absence of your husband, you, that woman, you are the administrator of your husband's property. You are the first person as the next of kin. And no father-in-law or no brother-in-law or no sister-in-law has to come and take you out of your husband's property, has to come and take you out of your husband's house. Or no other person has a right to unseat you to what you have toiled with your husband for many years, on what you have toiled with your husband. You have suffered with your husband to build that empire. You suffered with your husband to build those houses. And in the absence of your husband, you are just kicked out there like that. Hello? What for?
Exactly.
And why?
Hello?
Why?
And I would like to add on that whether it's a girl or it's a boy, we have 50% of your genes. Where's the draw line of the difference? Because I'm a girl child and he's a boy child. If I succeed my father, I'm going to do exactly what I'm supposed to do for the rest of the family. Take care. with the administration, the management. It is the brain that is working, not the physical strength. If a girl succeeds, they say in Uganda, the reason why they put the boy child is because the girl child is going to get married, get into another clan, and take all the property to another tribe. What kind of nonsense is that? What about the boy? He's going to get married, even though he has the same, he remains with this clan. He's going to sell off everything. So whether it is a boy or a girl, it should be the competence, yeah, of
Again,
that character.
I even think that is even a useless custom because, as I earlier said, what happens if the girl's marriage crashes or crashed? Where does she go to?
Exactly.
She comes back to the family compound.
Exactly.
Because that is where she calls home. And if your brother or my brother sold the family property, where am I going to come back to? And it's what I'm saying, that everybody has to look for his or her own legacy. So that if you are not there tomorrow, you leave something for your own children. You understand? And your brother or my brother or whosoever is the heir of the property has no right to discriminate the other siblings.
Yes. And may I say something to add on to this? I think there should be an uprising in this situation. There should be a term limit on for how long does the successor, does the heir remain on that chair. I think we should, break it into 5 to 10 years and reconsider and monitor how his administration skills, management skills, how he has done his job. Maybe may we continue with this successor, or we need a change?
Good.
Yeah.
I think before I add to something what Regina just said, I would like to first of all say that we should advise all our mothers, all our sisters, all our friends who are married that you should always have a marriage certificate. Make sure you have a marriage certificate, because when you want to go back to custom, Regina, I remember when I was still a young girl in Buya, I always liked to attend conferences that has to do with women's rights and stuff like that. And in one of those conferences, we always have lawyers and judges, magistrates that were giving lots of advice to women. And I remember in one of those conferences, a judge, I cannot forget her name, Magistrate Nyamzi, said that if you have lived with a man for 20 years and you have 10 children, and another woman lived with that same man for 1 year and has just a child with a marriage certificate, that woman is more covered than you. Only place where you are covered is that your children, they might benefit there, but you have no benefit as a woman with the 10 children. So I want to advise you there that in as much as you are married traditionally to your husband, you live together, always try to push for something that is as a cover to you tomorrow. Always, even if the man wants to sign a polygamous marriage or mono, just have something in your hand that is a marriage certificate. That marriage certificate is something that is going to
save you
tomorrow and defend you. What were you saying again? I wanted to chip in something.
Yeah, but it is also, it shouldn't even be with the marriage certificate, although I agree with this judge, yeah? It should be the commitment the man has with this woman. You have children together, whether it is one child or two, and the other woman has 1 or 10. All these children should have the same equal rights. This is about, it has nothing to do with the emancipation. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the women's right. This is plain human rights.
No, in that aspect I was talking about marriage is that I do not deny the fact that the children they have equal rights with the other woman who has a marriage certificate, with her own child or with her children, with that of the woman who has no marriage certificate with 10 children. Those children have equal right to their father's property.
But the woman is left out.
No, the woman is left out because the woman is not covered.
Yes.
The woman is left out because the woman does not have a marriage certificate. And that one, of course, it is also true. I support that. So you, the woman, you need to open your mouth. Open your mouth and fight for your rights. You understand?
Imagine this scenario. This
fight
woman.
For your right, because what Regina just said is that if you are the heir to the property, and she brought up a suggestion that a time limit should be given to the brothers, to the heir, to see if he has a very good leadership skills to control the father's property.
Yes.
I think that should also be another option. And in this option, because there are some cases where a man dies without nominating or without saying who his successor is. Now the successor now is being left now in the hands of the children at large to choose who they think can be the figurehead of their house, to think who they think can be the father of their house. Now, in the case now they see that James can be their father, maybe we'll say that, okay, James, maybe you rule us for 10 years, we'll see how you rule us. Maybe after 10 years, if he did not do it well, they give the next to Peter. So it should be a kind of rotating leadership,
Yes.
where A leads for some time and B leads for some time. I know in the African context where we come from, it's going to be difficult.
Yes.
But what we're also trying to put out here is that if you are the successor, make sure that you treat your siblings also well. Make sure that what your father left behind is not for you alone. It is for you and your sisters, because you have your own family and you have to also fend for your family. You also have to build your own estate for your family. And what your father built for his family is not for your family. It is for your family and your sisters. It is for your siblings and you. So that is what we are trying to make it very, very clear here.
And to add to that, imagine this scenario, like she said, the woman is not recognized in her husband's house, and where she's going to return, the successor has already demolished everything. So we stay in the hanging. We the women. We are the people you come to introduce. We are the people you come to beg to get married to, so you can make your family, so you can progress yourself. And in the long run, then we are stay hanging. You take your children, you go marry another woman. The very woman you're going to treat like me, live in the air, hanging. She cannot come back to the marriage, and she cannot go back to the house, because, we are cornered because the man is the successor. We are not arguing that the women should be successor to their fathers. No, the argument here is, where's the fairness in all this when the boy succeeds the father? How is he going to distribute this leadership together and equally to all siblings?
So our proposal to the African leaders is that they should try to re-evaluate it on how successorship matter can really run in Africa, or in a family. Yeah, in a family per se, they can't really have a say. But as we said, if where there is already strife, the government now can come in and try to bring a method that can favor everybody in that family.
Yeah.
So do you have something as your last words?
Yeah, my last word, thank you very much for inviting me here. It was very fruitful talking and discussion, something we should continue brainstorming together, and we invite people to come and participate, because this topic is very, very enormous. It cannot be discussed in just a matter of hours or in one day.
That's my last word to you, our viewers, to you, our friends, to you, our mothers, to you, our sisters. You should wake up from slumber. You should wake up and take what belongs to you. If you don't do that, as we said, you'll be the loser, because the husband's property will go either to the patrilineal lineage of the family, to the brothers, or to the matrilineal, which the sisters of your husband's children can come in and benefit what you have toiled with your husband. So you should never allow what is yours to be taken from you. So thank you for watching, and share this so that it can bless some women out there. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.